What's up, guys? It's Spectre React. Today we have a review of the fourth episode of The Bad Batch, titled Cornered. Now, this episode starts off where the Bad Batch is basically floating in space, and they want to go to a planet named Edaflor, but they end up going to a very, very beautiful planet called Pantora instead.
Yeah, they landed on Pantara for a supply run. It was very weird since they didn't have credits, but then they had to sell Echo for 3,000, and there was a whole sequence about that. I did find this episode to have like a lot of familiarities with and it's weird to say this 'cause it's a kids show, but like with GTA.
100%. You know, the cops and robbers element, stealing speeders. There was a scene where Fennec just threw a guy out of a speeder, which was very reminiscent of how in GTA you throw the driver out of the car.
Yeah, just like that. Fennec, let's talk about Fennec. She was finally introduced. Obviously, had been in the Mandalorian already. Now she's introduced in this, much younger, and she's clearly trying to go after Omega for an unknown boss. Do you have any theories about who it's going to be?
Yeah, I'm guessing either the Empire or the Kaminoans, but I'm sure Dave Filoni could surprise us with an unknown character. Who knows?
Who knows? It would be cool to see an unknown character, but I also was kind of shocked at how empathetic Fennec was.
Yeah, she was certainly a lot more diplomatic than we've seen her be described as in The Mandalorian. You know, she was affiliated with the Hutts, and from what we've seen, the Hutts aren't the most kind people. So, a bit surprising. But yeah, we got to see a lot more of her humanity this episode, and me, for one, I was glad to see it.
Yeah, me too. Also, there was a confusing plot point back to when Echo was sold. The Grand Shopkeeper doesn't recognize Echo's voice as a clone voice.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that Grand. Maybe it's because Pantora's in the Outer Rim and like they weren't as aware of the conflicts, but at the same time, there was a conflict where the Trade Federation basically encroached the planet in the Clone Wars. So maybe word travels slowly on different sides of the planet. Who knows?
Yeah, and we also see a very weird thing, which was the entire crowd. They were all cheering for the stormtroopers, where we normally don't see much cheering. Lots of screaming, but not much cheering for stormtroopers usually.
Yeah, it was cool to see a new perspective on how, while it's the start of a more tumultuous life for the Bad Batch, a lot of these everyday citizens are happy that the war has ended.
Yeah, and they're trying to be deep in some way by saying that a war, it depends which side you're on. Like for us, it's bad, but for other people, it's really good.
I think they're doing a great job of making this show appeal to every age group in a way. Any person can see this show and connect with the nuances of what it's trying to say about things like war and humanity and family.
Yeah, and we're really enjoying. I personally am really enjoying the way Omega is being treated by the Bad Batch. A couple discrepancies that I saw in the episode. Fennec had a very tough time with Hunter fighting Hunter at the end, barely winning, but had like literally just 5 seconds worth of a fight with Wrecker.
I agree. Wrecker has a lot of combat prowess with him, and he's certainly not someone you want to go up against. But at the same time, we know Fennec is also capable in her own right. You know, she took out those battalions in The Mandalorian along with Boba Fett. She knows what she's doing when it comes to fighting as well.
True, true. Yeah, and then the end was very cool. I liked how there was a whole chase scene. It looked like Fennec, back to the GTA analogy, managed to rack up at least 3 stars. Any predictions for what's going to happen next? Because I know they're going to a different planet. I keep forgetting the name of that planet.
I think Fennec Shan is going to be tracking them down on the planet of Edaflor. Other things that could appear are, Crosshair's return. He has been clearly tracking these guys down for quite some time now. Maybe we'll see more of that Admiral Rampart dude who was on the holograms in this episode.
Yeah, so the Admiral will definitely have a big part to play, and I think they might even recanonize the Camino uprising from Legends. Also from the trailers, Captain Rex is on the construction planet, right?
Yeah, the one from Fallen Order, Braca.
Right, Braca. And we're also probably going to see that cat planet you kept talking about. I think it was Zygeria.
That's the one, yeah, the one where all the slavers are from. And I really hope that Omega and the gang don't get enslaved by those folks.
Yeah, it's we have a few weeks left of this. I can't wait to see what's next. And this was again another great episode, and they've been killing it every week. For a kids show, I really appreciate how well they're doing.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the next 12 episodes, man. I think it can only go up from here.
Yep.
That's it for today. Let us know what your predictions and theories are for future episodes. Until next time, see you guys.